now, we have Alice Lizza, ambassador at JUR. JUR is a consensus-based dispute resolution platform solving the problem of trust in business. Can you please give Alice a very warm welcome to the stage?
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Alice, JUR ambassador. And before starting, I want to make you some questions. How many of you have ever signed a contract of any kind, like service, business, freelancers? Okay, many of you. And how many of you have not been paid or had problems for work done, even there is a signed contract? Okay, we are in the same boat. So today I will explain to you how JUR will revolutionize the legal and contractual system using the blockchain. In today's market, the new technologies, the speed of exchanges, and the demand for freelancers, small business, and professionals are constantly growing. And only in the American market in 2017, the freelancers' earnings was 1.4 trillion and the 3 billion of signed contracts. But this market has a problem that jeopardizes the system. This market constantly growing needs a borderless legal and contractual system that can outpace changes and become more efficient. The Nobel Prize winner Ronald Coase introduced the transaction cost concept. For an entity buying or selling a service, the transaction costs are the costs that incurred for establishing relationships, like, for example, searching for customers or freelancers, negotiating, defining, and drafting contracts, for example, the costs of consultants on lawyers, and monitoring and enforcing compliance with agreements. We all know that these are huge costs due to inefficiency in entering and enforcing agreements. Sorry. So, this creates a slow justice, and a slow justice is not justice. Today, nobody has confidence in strangers, and for example, finding the business partner is difficult, and also establishing a good relationship requires expensive trial and error. So we all know also how slow and costly it is to get justice in a contract dispute. If you come in Italy, you can wait, for example, 3 years, or you have to spend thousands of euros, and then you give up at the end. The legal cost can be as high as 50% of the sum involved, and you may have to wait up 3 years to get justice in a contract dispute. So everywhere in the world, transaction costs kill innovation, block trade, stop growth, and create inefficiencies all around. But how can we solve this problem thanks to the blockchain? With JUR, we can. Thanks to the blockchain, we can create a better system, a system where the centralized court system with low cost and fairness can ensure and rewards with economic incentives for fair choices. So JUR is a system that allows you to do different things, to create and sign contracts between two parties, to escrow funds, manage payments from a buyer to a seller, and resolve disputes only in one tool, the tool of fairness. JUR is completely decentralized, without even a single point of failure, and allows two parties to sign a contract. When the contract is signed, is notarized and saved on the blockchain. Then the buyer deposits the amount of the contract in escrow using a smart contract. And if the service is consistent with the contract, the buyer will unblock the full amount for the smart contract, which will deliver the amount to the seller. But what happens if the two parties are not satisfied, or, for example, the product, the service, does not fulfill entirely the contract? How can we solve this dispute? With JUR, we can. Because in the event of disagreement arising, either of the party may initiate a dispute. Both parties propose a resolution, and the parties will have a virtual dispute room where they can upload information to support their proposals. For example, files, the contract, or the product itself. So in this case, will happen then, the entire community of jurors will be called upon to decide on which of the two parties has proposed the most fair resolution. They will need to read the terms and conditions of the contract and to consider the quality of the product itself. With juror, we can also provide a fair resolution. In this way, one of the innovative system that juror is creating is the voting system that actually is patent pending status actually. And the voting system is designed to provide economic incentives for those who vote fairly, and is incorruptible because there is no possibility to gain by voting unfairly. The judges can vote for one of the two sides by investing their tokens. The one that vote for the majority, so for the fairest part, will receive tokens in proportion of their investments. And the other one who voted for the minority will forfeit their tokens to those who voted correctly. So in this situation, the community will provide their consensus to this dispute, in the contract dispute. Juror is creating also a juror suite. There is a package of application. The J contract is where is a free application to create and sign contract. The juror manager is a place where you can see your active and past contracts and manage your tokens. The judge is the place where you can find the active dispute and vote for it. The J currency is the hedging system providing a guaranteed value denominated in fiat currency. And the J experts is a system for delegating your own tokens to a juror experts that will vote on your behalf. Juror foresees also a marketplace, is a marketplace for the distribution of applications developed by third parties. The juror community can use these applications by paying a fee to the contractor. So, for example, experts, legal firms, developers can create applications like contract templates or interactive templates by using the drag-and-drop system. And juror is on open source protocol. We are also using an adoption drop. We are creating a partnership with lawyers in more than 40 countries and also with freelancers communities. The lawyers will be among the first judges and the freelancers among the first users. They can invite their buyers to use juror, offering to pay some of the adoption drop to invite the buyers using and trying this new system. This will be the token distribution. The total issued tokens will be 1.9 billion, and the 35% sold in ICO. Juror already received a first investment and angel investment, and is open now a second round to qualified investors. Here you can meet the core team of Juror. They are all experienced legal, blockchain, and marketing experts. And we have chosen to base our project in Switzerland, in Zug, to be fully compliant ICO based on the guidelines of FINMA. So soon we will have new additions. We strive for a world of fairness, and with Juror we can create it. The private sale is open now. Thank you.